So you're going to look right at me, and we're just going to have a conversation like we've known each other forever.
Cool.
All right. So, just pull my list of names up. All right. So the first question is the hardest question, and also, so when we cut this, you won't hear my voice.
Okay.
So when I ask a question, give me a little bit of context, kind of rephrasing what the question was. So
got it.
The first question is the hardest question. Could you tell me your name, spell it, and then your role?
Okay. My name is Kristen Sandford. First name Kristan. Last name Sandford, Sandford. I play the role of Patrice. That is David's wife.
Very cool. Tell me about your character in relation to the bigger picture of the play.
So Patrice she is not getting as much as she thought she bargained for. Her and her roommate Chanel were very close, and basically Chanel dumped her now husband David, and Patrice got the sloppy seconds. And so Patrice is now left with David, who really is going through his own crisis. He's really trying to find himself. But Patrice is very selfish, very materialistic. She's wanting a whole person out of David, and she's not getting that. And so Patrice is battling with, David not coming through as the husband that she thought he would be, and also dealing with the fact that he might still be in love with Chanel. So that's Patrice.
Very cool. We're just going to wait for that fire truck to pass by.
Yeah, no, very good.
Yeah. Look at natural.
You got it really good.
Was it?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Sound like me in a movie. Soon,
So on a broader spectrum, what is Sons of Eve? What is the play about?
Sons of Eve is a play that touches on how sexuality, parenthood, abandonment, midlife crises, how they all intersect together. It's an honest play. It's a play that doesn't have any villains. Everyone's got a backstory. Everyone has their own particular agenda that's been influenced by the trauma they've experienced.
And what does Sons of Eve mean to you? Just a second. That's okay. I always do that. So what does Sons of Eve mean to you?
Sons of Eve is about love for me. And it's love that comes in many different forms, in many different ways. One of the relationships in the play that is most important to me, from an outside perspective, is Dorian and Emery, and Dorian and his father. Dorian and Emery, they're in a relationship, and we get to see that gay couples go through the same things that, traditional couples go through, right? And so it's great for this to be, shown to the masses, for those that still have biases or ignorance when it comes to, LGBTQIA relationships. So I love that it shows that no matter where you fall on the spectrum, everyone goes through the same relationship woes.
So if you had to talk to somebody about this and they asked you, at the end of the day, what am I going to get out of this? Mm-hmm. What is the one message that you want people to take away from this after they see it?
That the one message that I would want someone to take away from this play is that they have the ability to break any generational curse they've inherited. That no matter what circumstances that you're born into, that happen to you that you are the captain of your own ship. And if you are able to open yourself up and really come from a place of understanding and compassion and love, you can really achieve anything you want.
I love that. I love that. And then I know you've touched on a couple of these things, but you meet somebody in the elevator, 30 seconds, they have no idea that you're involved in a play, they have no idea what the play is.
Yeah.
Sell me the play in 30 seconds.
Sons of Eve, you're skeptical already because it's a play and it's local. You've got to come. Let us break down what you're skeptical about. This play is unique. You've never heard anything like this before. You've never seen anything like this before. And I bet you there's a character in the play that you either know or that you can relate to. Or it's probably you. So come and check us out.
I love it. Perfect. Awesome. That's it.
Cool.
Hardest question. Talking just to me. Can you say your name, spell it, and then your role here?
My name is Latasha Davis. It's Latasha Davis, and I'm on the production side of things for the production team, and I also play the role of Chanel.
Very good. Cool. How are we doing, Justin? Good?
Good.
All right, so tell me about your character in Sons of Eve. Or, yeah, you said you're in the play too, right?
Yes.
Okay. Character, yeah. So tell me about your character. And then actually, if you also want to talk about any other roles that you have here in kind of.
Okay. So I play Chanel. Chanel is an understanding, motivational person. She is the kind of like girlfriend of David's, also the ex-friend of Patrice. Her and Patrice is not in a very good place at all. She's narcissistic, which a lot of what she feels about Patrice is, and she doesn't really like her. She's a mother, one child. Her baby father are not in a good place. She doesn't talk to him. They are not on the same page at all. They don't talk at all. So she's content with being by herself. She's fine. She has her friends, and that's all she really needs. She has her mom, and she's content with being just the way she is.
Very cool. And then to you, what is the Sons of Eve? What is it about?
Sons of Eve is a masterpiece. It's so deep and something that you really don't see within Rochester a lot, I feel like. I feel like we do a lot of like slavery and stuff like that kind of plays around Rochester. This is so deep where I feel like everybody in the audience could get a piece of this. Like, it doesn't matter where you come from. You never know who may get something to take home with them and the lesson that they learn.
What does being a part of this mean to you?
Oh my gosh, I'm like forever grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this production. I'm an actress myself, and I'm also on the production side of things. So I just love it. I feel it in my soul. Like, every time I go to a production meeting, every time I go to rehearsal, I'm just filled with like a love, like, because this is something that I feel that I want to do for the rest of my life. This is my career.
This is just something that I just thought of. If this goes big, and it goes
And it
Broadway,
will.
what would that mean to you to see people from all over the country and all over the world see it?
Oh my gosh. I would cry. Like, I would cry. It would be so unbelievable because it's always something that you talk about and something that you hope for. But when it really happens and you see it, like, it's just an amazing feeling. And I know it will go places. It will take us to certain places in our lives that I just can't wait to see.
Cool. Let me have you just rephrase the question that I answered in there so they don't hear my voice. So if I could have you say if this went as far as Broadway or beyond.
Okay. So if this went as far as Broadway and beyond, I will be so, I don't know, it's just, I will be speechless because this is something that I would love to do. And I know it's going to take us there. I know that everybody will love it. Everybody will want to see it. It will be everywhere. We will.
And when somebody comes and sees this and they leave, what is the message that you hope that they take away from it?
Be open-minded. You never know what you can learn from this. And you will definitely take something away from this production.
Beautiful, I love it. And now, again, we did already talk about some of this stuff, but you meet somebody in an elevator, you think that they would love to come see the play, pitch it to them in 30 seconds.
You better come see Sons of Eve. It's going to have you cry. It's going to have you laugh. It's going to have you mad. You're going to feel so many emotions. It's going to be an emotional roller coaster. I can't really tell you much, but just please come check us out.
Awesome. Perfect. Cool. All right, so the first question is always the hardest. I joke, actually, but could you say your name, spell it, and then your role here?
My name, I'm sorry, the name of my character or my?
Your personal name.
My name is Michael Patterson, Michael Patterson.
Perfect. And what is your role here? Who do you play?
I play the role of Dorian Sr.
Cool. Tell me about your character.
Well, my character originated from the South. He is someone who was inspired by his shortcomings. He wanted a better life. And so he took his ambition, and that led him, to leave the rural South to go to New York, and there's where he found himself. He established his practice, his identity, but he also came to learn a lot about his views, more or less, and some of the things that he was struggling with possibly in his own life and had to revert back to at some point.
Very cool, very cool. And so now, tell me about Sons of Eve in general.
Okay, Sons of Eve. I mean, it speaks for itself. It's one of those titles that, it has a mystique to it. Sons of Eve. When you initially, when it comes to your mind, you start to think like, well, Eve, Sons of Eve. Adam, Eve. And you think about, some of the things that go along with that. Right, the images of man and how people are portrayed, right? Our roles, typical roles in society, and how they play out. But Sons of Eve kind of goes in contrast with that. It takes an approach where, yes, you have people who identify themselves in a certain way, but it's challenged, by unconventional norms. By society, about the pressure of today's world. So that title alone, I think it's worthy of attention, right? Because it draws you into something that could be very, very interesting.
Very cool, I love it. What does this production mean to you personally?
It means a lot. When Aceyon presented me this opportunity, I felt that it was something that could be groundbreaking. In a sense that it could propel myself in the things that my own goals, and he provided me a foundation for me to not only be an actor, but also challenge myself and play a role where I'm not comfortable, right? So I'm forever grateful for Aceyon for giving me a platform for myself as a professional actor. And to go as far as this production and many other opportunities that may come from this as well.
Very cool. I love it. If someone comes to this production and they leave, what is the message that you want them to walk away with?
Personally, I would, the message that I would want for them to take away from this play is that, we all have our preconceived notions about how life ought to be, about our roles in society, gender roles and such. And when these roles, say, are challenged, people have a tendency to have a certain prejudice or bias towards people about how they live their life or how they want to portray themselves. So personally, I would want people to have an appreciation for people, their wishes, their wants, their own needs, right? Self-actualization, right? And their belief and their faith and worth themselves and to overcome their own and be themselves, you know? Just great for, I'm sorry, I butchered that part.
No, it's fine. All right. So what are your personal goals for the play? What would you know?
Okay, well, my personal goals, one is to deliver the character of Dorian Sr. In the most explicit manner possible. To portray Dorian as someone who is very sure of himself, but also prejudiced and biased in his own right. But I also want to see my own, from the character, to see how a person grows, right? Grows as a result of experience or being challenged, right? And not only being challenged, but being challenged by someone or people that he had the most faith in, his sons. So him to learn his greatest lesson from the son that he imparted, let's say, the most wisdom into, so to speak, but to get it back to him from the son that he ignored is something I think that was just excellent in writing, and I want to be able to deliver that in its most positive and or people to see his faults, as well.
Very cool. I love it. All right. You meet somebody in an elevator.
Yeah.
You've got 30 seconds till they get to the floor they're going.
Okay.
Convince me to come see Sons of Eve.
Oh my God, if you're into theater, this is something that you're gonna love. I mean, it's untraditional to say the least. And I'm gonna tell you, we have a character. No, sorry, I can't go that back. This is something that you're gonna love, by the way. It has a little bit of everything, a little bit of suspense, a little dialogue, positive moments, negative moments. I think that this is a production that when you really get into it, you will come to learn and appreciate some of the things that people just randomly say, or some of the attitudes that people just randomly spew about people, in general.
Very cool. I love it. All right, that's it.
All right, thank you.
And you're unfortunately being on this side of the lens, not so much the movie star as far as the movie magic maker.
Oh.
All right, so the first question is always the hardest question.
Okay.
Could you say your name, spell it for me so that I don't get it wrong, and then your role here in the production?
Okay. Well, my name is Tyler-Jerome Turner. Tyler-Jerome. Last name is Turner, Turner.
Perfect. And your role here?
I play the role of Taj, or Tajerie.
Very cool.
I'm sorry, cut. It's Tajay, not Tajerie. It's Tajay.
This one says Tajerie, it says Tajerie in the thing. Thank you, because I like Tajay way better than Tajerie. Tajerie sounds so gay. I hope that's on camera.
Behind the scenes.
You said cut. You said cut.
I'm sorry, I'm mixing it. Let's go. But I gotta make sure. It's
Okay.
a dedication to a local open mic.
A bar.
Format.
Cool.
So Tajay or Tajay? Tajay.
Cool. So I'm going to have you say, I play the role of.
Okay. Ooh, something on my lip. Okay. I play the role of Tajay.
Very cool.
Or Taj.
Tell me about your role. Who is he in Sons of Eve?
Taj is raw. He's extra, he's loud, he's over the top. He's very flamboyant. He's also pretty much me in my real life. So he gives it to you just like it is. If it's written down as is, he gonna give it to you just like that. His name is Taj.
There we have it. All right. So tell me about Sons of Eve to you. What is it?
For me, Sons of Eve is it's a full plate of emotions. It is, if you go to Thanksgiving, you get your whole plate ready. all the fixings are there, this is that play. You want to go see it, they got a little bit of drama, well, actually a lot of bit of drama. And then they have, emotion. They have, those moments where you want to cry, you want to bawl, where you just want to punch somebody in their mouth, all of that.
Very cool. What does Sons of Eve mean to you personally?
I would say Sons of Eve to me means, I think of my role as a brother, not just in the play, but in life, period. But it reminds me of how my brother and I are. And we're just two peas in a pod, but don't let anyone disrespect that pod. And I believe that's what it kind of gives in certain points. Like, you got a best friend you didn't know till you were 16 kind of thing. And from there on, there's nothing that can stop your friendship. And you can give it to your best friend just like it is.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about the message when somebody comes here and they see this production and they leave. What message do you want them to take away?
Well, and this is my firm belief. It's a message of mind your business. When you see someone else walking down the street and they with their friend or whoever they're with, you're not worried about them. You're going about your business because you have an itinerary. That's what this play is. You mind your business, and all the stuff that goes on in your house goes on in your house. That's what it is. And it's like the play itself, it kind of opens that book to let you a little bit in, but also, again, when that book is closed, the book is closed. Mind your business.
Are you hearing that? Yeah. We have to do that one again.
What if I don't say it the same?
I mean, it's good. It's really the tail end when the music started, so I didn't want to start the next question.
Oh, so is it good?
It was okay. It's just I knew it was going to get louder.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was like, hold up.
Crisis averted.
But it's fine. You don't have to do that.
Okay, cool. We're just gonna hold off until.
Sure.
Let's wait until that passes. You don't want to hear it in the background.
Right. Okay.
All right. So, what are your goals, and what are your goals for the play?
My goal, honestly, is to know my lines, to tell you the truth. But I want people to take away from, after seeing the show, that there are people who are just like you outside the door. And when you want to let them know what's going on with you, you let them know that. The characters actually portray that, in my opinion. It also tells the story of success. Like, you want to be successful in your careers, you want to be, on the top. But at the same time, it just really is you going through your life like a regular person. I go to the store, I go pick up a few things. But I'm still successful in my position at work.
Very cool. All right. You meet me in an elevator. Tell me. 30 seconds. You're like, for some reason, you think
Am I in the production when I tell you about this?
Yeah. You're you right now.
But no, am I me? I'm me in the elevator with you. But am I me telling you about the play that you come and see?
Yeah.
I'm in the play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Convince you. I don't want to convince you. You just bring your tail to this play because I'm in it. When you get there, you will understand that we live our own life. We live our own lives without stipulation. And in that, and within this production, you'll see everything that you see when you're watching TV. Like, it'll just be that, what you see. I don't know if that was terrible. That was terrible, wasn't it? It was meh. I could do it again. Can I do it again? Salad. So, I decided just go.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna take that last part out?
He's the editor.
You gonna take that last part out?
I work magic. I work magic. You won't even know. You're gonna hear what you said, and you're gonna be like, "Yes, I said that.
When you
That sounded that good."
when you lean forward, that mic drops out all the audio, so don't lean too far forward.
Don't leave too forward. Okay.
I just don't want it to, you know.
Wasn't in our budget to have one of those guys that holds the.
You could do it. No, it's like
Cat that hangs on the
it's
end.
called a what?
If you ever see them making a movie and the guy's holding the pole,
Uh-huh.
and it's got the fluffy thing.
Why is it called a dead
It's called
cat?
a dead cat. That one's not.
That's
but
nasty.
If it's like windy.
That is.
All right, your pitch.
Come and see Sons of Eve. You will want to laugh. You want to cry. And you do a lot of laughter, actually, in my opinion. And you might even want to jump on the stage and act with them. Because these people, these characters, they turn it out. And I'm going to need you to come and be in the audience so you can see what's happening, okay?
I love that part right there.
Yeah.
Closing message.
Oh, man.
I love it. How we doing on battery? Plenty of that.
Plenty better.
Plenty of battery. I'm through.
You are done.
Okay.
Yeah, great job. I'm a camera nerd. You have to forgive me. All right. So the first question, always the hardest, my phone unlocks. Say your name, spell it for me so I don't get it wrong, and then your role in the production.
Okay.
Hmm?
I'm good. I got this. Let me go with the. I'm going with the man. I got this.
It should be on autofocus. Oh, it
You
might
leaned
be.
and it just moved.
This lens is fast, so I'll just lock it by tracking autofocus.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's just a conversation between you and me.
Okay.
Yep, and so
So,
you're gonna
I look at you.
right at
Okay.
the Yep. All right, so your name, spell it for me, and then your role in the production.
My name is Michael Key. My name is Michael Key, Michaelkey, and I play Emery.
I really need that extra guy to hold it. All right, cool. So tell me about your role in the production here.
I play Emery. He is a hard worker. He is a strong individual who is married. He has a kid, but he finds out that
Hold up 1 second. You gotta change it off of the autofocus. It keeps
Okay.
fighting.
Don't tell them too much about. Tell them you play the
Every time you move, it just keeps bouncing in and out of focus.
Yeah.
So.
Dorian's love interest, and you have
There we go. That should work.
some things that
Yep.
okay,
don't mention. Yeah, don't mention anything because it's gonna be playing as a promotion for the play.
okay,
So we don't want to reveal some secrets about it.
okay.
All right, let's do that again. Sorry, my camera decided to do some weird things. Tell me about your role in the production.
I play Emery. He is Dorian's love interest, and he has some complications going on. Yeah, he has some interesting things that he's trying to figure out.
So what does Sons of Eve mean to you? Or actually, let's do the other one first. What is Sons of Eve?
Sons of Eve it's a great story. It's something that gives you a breath of fresh air because it's raw, it's relatable, it's understandable, and it's funny. The emotions are really up and down all over the place, and it's what people are looking for. It's what people are really asking for.
Cool. And what does Sons of Eve mean to you?
Sons of Eve means to me, it gives me an opportunity to see into a life that I typically look down at and that I typically don't understand. And it gives me a chance to look at other people's stories of a similar life, but yet experiences I've never experienced before.
Very cool, very cool. So if somebody comes to the play and they leave, what is the message that you want them to take away?
Not everybody's story is the same. Not everybody's story is black and white. Everybody's story has different colors. Some colors are dark, some colors are light. But I want everybody to get an opportunity to see everybody's story, everybody's experiences in life.
And what are your goals for the play? What do you want to take out of it?
I want to take out of this the same thing I want everybody else to take out of, being more understanding. Like I said, I play a character that I typically look down at and I typically don't like. So I want an opportunity to be able to be more understanding, be more relatable to this character so I understand where they come from.
Very cool. All right, you see me in an elevator, you're going to try to convince me 30 seconds or less to come see the play.
I would tell you, Sons of Eve is a breath of fresh air. It has everything that people look for in this kind of production, everything that people ask for, and it gives it to you raw, to the point, and it's relatable, and it's funny. It's very funny. That's the part that I like about it. So, yes, you gotta come. You gotta come and experience it.
Cool. I actually just thought of another question when you in your answer there. Why is Sons of Eve funny? What's the best part of it? What makes it engaging in that way?
Because it's raw. It's not rehearsed. It's not structured. It's raw humor. It's raw. It's characters that the people who are playing them are the characters that they're playing. So it's just straightforward. It's not fake at all.
Cool.
That's what makes it so funny.
I love it. Cool. That's it.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Very cool. All right. First question, always the hardest. Could you say your name, spell it, and then your title or your role here?
So my name is Carrington Reynolds, Carrington. Last name Reynolds. I am the co-writer, executive producer, also playing the role of Dorian Jr.
Cool. So you've got two roles. Why don't you tell me about both of them, your character and your role as a co-writer?
My character Dorian is a person who kind of follows the beat to his own drum. He's his own individual. He's very strong-willed, strong-minded. He's not afraid to live out loud and proud in his own skin. He's unapologetically him. He's very free. He's very smart. He's very kind but strong. My role as executive producer and co-writer is very different from just the actor side of me, which I'm so used to doing in other projects that I portrayed in. I've kind of been learning along the way with trying to do things as far as with it pertaining to sponsorships, with it pertaining to making certain choices and decisions that make sense for not just me, but I have to think about the we. I have to think about the entire cast. I think about the other people on the production team. And the decisions that I come up with I can't really make too many mistakes.
It's a lot of pressure, but are you enjoying it?
It's a lot of pressure, but I'm definitely enjoying it. It's definitely worth it. I work with a great team, definitely.
Cool, very cool. So tell me about Sons of Eve in general.
Sons of Eve is so near and dear to my heart. Sons of Eve is a story of fight, a story of love, a story of freedom, a story of family, and that no matter, the difference is like family's family. Humans are humans.
Very cool. What does Sons of Eve mean to you?
Sons of Eve to me means a lot of different levels of emotions and feelings. Fight, like I said, I use that word again, fight, freedom, joy. Those words are words that stick out to me when I think of the meaning of what Sons of Eve is.
And where do you want the production to go? What is the ultimate goal? And what would that mean to you if you accomplish those goals?
The ultimate goal when I agreed to come on this project as a cast member and as a part of the production team is I want this play to touch lives, not just locally here in Rochester, but all over the world. It's a story that definitely needs to be told. It's a story that everybody can relate to in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's stuff that people deal with on an everyday basis, especially for me and my community and people that look like me. They go through a lot of the things that you'll see the characters go through in this production. And I'm gonna work my tail off to make sure that is a goal that we reach.
Very cool. I love it. If someone comes here and then they leave, what is the message that you want them to take away?
I want them to take away that these people are just like you or someone you know, and to go in with the open mind to learn, to be educated, and to be properly informed, and to just have an open mind and heart when you're seeing the show.
Very cool. I love that. We talked briefly about your goals for the play. What are the goals for the play? Where do you want to take it?
I mean, we're doing 4 shows here in Rochester to start off, but eventually we want to go coast to coast. That's the goal. Philly, Cali, New York City, everywhere. Just to, Broadway, hopefully. This story has that power and those levels to be on Broadway.
Very cool.
It deserves it.
I would love it. I would love, especially since I'm working on it a little bit, I would love to see it get that far.
Yes.
Be cool. All right, so you meet me in an elevator. You think for some reason that I would love to come to a play? Pitch it to me 30 seconds or less. Convince me to come.
If you want to see a good show, you have to check out this show called Sons of Eve. It's different, it's fresh, it's in the now, it's original, and it'll be something that will have you on a roller coaster of emotions. You'll be laughing, you'll be crying, and you'll be able to walk out a better version of yourself.
Very cool. And then this is something that I just thought of would be cool to include. Where can somebody go to learn more about Sons of Eve if they want to stay up to date?
If you want to learn more about Sons of Eve, you can check out our social media platforms. We are on Instagram and Facebook. It will be under the Icy Rose Entertainment name for Facebook, and then our Instagram tag is Sons, SONS, _OF _EVE, and you'll see pictures of the cast. You can find out information about them. You'll see little snippets of us in rehearsal, and you'll just get the whole spiel of what we're all about.
Perfect. I love it. That's it.
So wrong, man.
All right. So if you could say your name, spell it, and then your role here.
My name is Anthony Aceyon Owens, ANTHONY ACEYON Owens, OWENS. And I am the executive producer, creator, head writer, and director of Sons of Eve, and I play the role of David.
Cool. So tell me a little bit about your character, and then tell me a little bit about being the executive producer and creator.
All those titles, right? My character, David, he's the one child that never had a chance to use his voice. He's the youngest of Dorian Sr.'s kids. His brother Dorian left when he was young, and he wasn't able to really step out on his own because his father sort of tightened the net. He wouldn't let him leave, wouldn't let David explore and be his own man and travel. He made David do what he wanted him to do. So in turn, David became a pushover. He became a mute. He didn't have a voice. And during this time while he's with his brother, he starts to develop his voice. He starts to find his independence. He starts to rebel against the machine, So he wants to be himself. And as he's starting to discover who he is, all the things that he thought were worth fighting for, really come to find out they really weren't. His marriage, his relationships. He starts to see the truth in things. There's a line where he says, God shined a light. He showed the real ugly side. It's what David really starts to experience. He starts to see the real ugly truth that's exposed that he thought was a happy life.
Very cool. And then your role as the creator and the writer?
I'll be honest with you. This is not what I thought when I first started writing it. It took on a whole nother life. I started writing this last year in June, just as a release therapy. and it morphed into something beautiful. And I'm very happy for everyone who's involved because we've all taken on different roles. Very proud of Carrington for playing my right hand and helping me to bring this to the next level. I'm very proud of each cast member who's been able to work with me and deal with me and my craziness. And for me, as the head of everything, and it's weird saying it because I've never been the head. I've always been the number 2 man or the co-something, but now I'm here. I'm there. It's weird, but it's challenging and I accept it. And I'm thankful that they have faith in me to do it. So it's a thrill.
Is it also rewarding?
It's amazingly rewarding. It's therapeutic too. To see something that you started out with just a talk to text on your phone, morph it into a script, and then morph it into, you have cast and people reading the lines and seeing these characters come to life bit by bit, where they were just an idea that you had one day when you got drunk. Oh, I have an idea to do this. Now you have someone playing out the full character, and it's amazing. And I'm not glorifying drinking, I'm just saying that's how it happened. It is what it is.
Absolutely. All right, so tell me about Sons of Eve in general.
Imagine being in a place where you actually can be yourself without being judged, without being criticized because of the love or the relationships or the friendships. Imagine being in a position in your life where you're successful against what society thinks you should be successful. Society in this play, in all honesty, you have successful African-American men who aren't strung out, who aren't doing anything illegal. They're lawyers, accountants, businessmen. You have successful African-American ladies who are businesswomen. They've made a name for themselves. It breaks the stereotypes of what we see in stage plays. You have Sons of Eve really talks about what we are as a people. You know, even though we have our ways, we still have so many different layers and levels to us than what we're currently seeing, you know? And I wanted it to really touch onto that. I wanted it to show people that we can be successful, we can still have our issues. We can be poor, we can still have our issues. We can be in love with whoever you want to be in love with, just as long as you're in love, as long as you're happy. Be comfortable within yourself. So Sons of Eve really challenges people to be bold enough and daring enough to just love and be free and be unapologetic about it and be happy within yourself, you know?
I think you answered the next question.
I know, I was trying to rush it.
Feel free to elaborate it on it if you want. What do you want people to take away?
I want people to really think about what this means for your son or daughter who is questioning their identity. What this would mean for a friend or a family member or someone you know at work who took their life because they weren't able to speak out for themselves. Because it doesn't necessarily have to be sexuality. It could be your own personal growth. This play deals with depression. This play deals with really finding out who you are overall and having to focus and build yourself as a person. And if you don't have that strength within to do that restructuring, you can fall, you can crumble. So this play really, I wanted to have people thinking about those who are struggling to be who they want to be. And imagine how you can and possibly should help them, you know? Because at the end of the day, you wouldn't know me, and I could be breaking on the inside, but maybe that one word or that one bit of advice you can give me can either help me blossom or help me wither away. So
That's an emotional message right there.
yeah, man.
I really like that.
So that's what I really wanted to do. regardless of your sexual choices, regardless of your relationship, regardless of your race or your religion. I wanted to really think about people overall, human beings, how we can be there for each other. That's the reason why I made one brother straight, one brother gay, because at the end of the day, that's family, regardless. You know, you can't dictate who your family is, but even if you do have family and they have their ways, that's still your family, and you love them. You be there for them, and they be there for you during your rough and your good. Laugh, cry, want to beat you up, cook for you still. I have a family now. I swear to you, my uncle will punch me dead in my face, but he'd turn right around and cook me a meal, make sure I'm satisfied. We good? All right, let's go watch the game. But I had to hit you in the face because you need to learn. You shouldn't do that. That's real life. So.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's like you've been listening to all these.
I really have.
You almost. I guess just two more questions, really. So, what are your goals? If you look forward 10 years down the road, what do you hope that Sons of Eve becomes?
A series that goes for about 8 seasons and has a spin-off. And no, oh no! I want creative. I want creative control. I want this Sons of Eve. There's actually 2 other stories that goes with it. I want it to turn into a series where you find out what's going on with the family, and I want it to branch out, and I want it to open up possibilities, and I want to merge cultures. So yeah, I intend on taking it, like Carrington said, coast to coast. I want to take it international. I want to just keep going. I want to go to Broadway, but I definitely want to start where it all started, in the hometown of Rochester.
So for people that come and see Sons of Eve and they love it, they can expect sequels?
Hell yeah. Sequels, prequels, all that. Yes.
I love it. All right. Give me a 30 seconds or less elevator pitch.
30 seconds or less elevator pitch. If you enjoy love stories, if you enjoy drama, if you really love Fences, if you really love Raising in the Sun, if you love comedies, this is the type of play you want to see. It's a conglomerate of everything. It hits you in the face, and at the same time, it opens your eyes so you can see and understand love, happiness, sorrow, and you will be entertained completely. And it's slightly erotic too. So come check it out.
Love it.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yeah, man.
Cool. All right, yeah.
So Icy Rose Entertainment, ICY ROSE Entertainment, is my production company. It's an LLC that I created in dedication to my mother. Her name is Rose, as well as my grandmother. 2 of the strongest women I've known in my entire life. And the reason why I called it Icy, those 2 women were always so cool and relaxed through hard times. My grandmother, strongest woman I've known. As an infant, I was supposed to die. She saved my life. She brought me back. My body was pale. You could see the veins. My lungs were underdeveloped. I was really sick, and the doctor didn't know what to do. And my grandmother told my mother, just give them to me. And she took me in and she nursed me back. And I felt like this is something I need to do. Sons of Eve is the debut of my production company, my entertainment company. So I wanted to make sure that not only does it focus on family, but it also talks about the beauty of the hard times. You go through the struggle, you go through the headache, you go through the pain, but at the end, when you walk out, it's like a diamond going through pressure with the coal. You come out beautiful, polished, and well taken care of. So Icy Rose Entertainment is really a production company that speaks on the beauty of the struggle and survival and growth. So that's just something I wanted to speak on. You know, Icy Rose ENT.
Beautiful. I love it.
Thank you.
Spirits travel. And I want us to be prayed up and good. And we got to be thankful and appreciative because we in a position right now where we can take it. So we got to definitely make sure we stay prayed up and appreciative. So I don't know if we have anybody in here who's against praying, but we going to pray as a family.
No?
Sorry.
When everybody here.
So I have a quick question because I know myself, Tyler, I think one or two of the people are not going to be here next week. Are you going to wait till the end to just say like how you want us to flow next week with a few absences or?
No. Tyler's not going to be here. You're not going to be here. Tasha's not going to be here. Who else is not going to be here?
Okay. I think that what's the young ladies that were here, they won't be here.
Kristen.
She did post something in the chat.
I'll be here the 30th through the.
Oh, it's the 30th. She won't be here.
Okay,
Yeah.
so she'll be here next week.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means we need to find. She won't be here on the 30th,
On the 30th.
but she'll be here on the 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we gotta make sure that that's the time. All right, so
Are we gonna do it the way we were just doing it earlier, or are we gonna do it the same next
I
week?
want y'all to do this is how I was. This is what I see it as. You're just sitting here with your luggage. You just sitting here with your luggage and you just sitting here by yourself. You're looking up. You know? By yourself. Dorian, you come outside. Oh, there you are. And you sit next to him. So you getting ready to, you all set? Da. Because I saw at the beginning, I didn't like how it was set up where y'all was just sitting out there. Have him be out here by himself first. Just in his own thoughts. Because it's right after the poem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right after the poem. So that way, just imagine. Because this is probably going to be where you do your poem. The 3-piece.
Oh, we're not doing the circle?
We're not all going to be on stage. I just did the circle thing in practice so I could hear it.
Okay.
So I'm visualizing you here, me up there, senior over there. That way, everybody has access to get out of the way. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta make sure that light is off so you can walk through. So yeah, you're here with your luggage, and you're just in your own world, and then Dorian comes out and he talks to you.
Oh, wait, I need my luggage.
So as y'all walk, you don't belong here. You know what I'm saying? And so you turn around, what? And then you come back to it. Lock it. Alright? But the whole thing takes place right here. Full energy. Do you understand what it feels like for me? Da. Boom, boom, boom. I love you. Like, please. All the way upstairs, Dorian. I want to see how it looks. Action!
Are you all packed up?
Yeah, but you do know my trainer's in right for a little while. I can
Can't hear you. Do it again.
Oh.
Remember, you also, there's a good chance you might be Mike, but you might.
Are you all packed up?
Yeah, but you do know my trainer's in right for a little while. I can cancel and stay a little longer if you want.
No, I just need to take this time and clear out everything. Just, oh God.
Yeah, it has been a crazy few months.
Tell me about it. It's really nice out, huh?
Yeah, such a nice, clear, beautiful day. Beautiful night. What time is it?
1/2 past lives, near 1/4 to reality kicks in.
No. Go back. Here. And don't move around. Just sit there. Just sit there and think. Action.
Are you all packed up?
Yeah, but my train isn't right for a little while. I can cancel it and stay a little longer if you want.
What?
Me?
No. me.
Let me start over.
Stay over?
Yeah. I want you. Yeah. My train doesn't arrive for a little while.
Okay.
Breathe. I don't mean to nitpick at y'all, but we gotta. This is the things we gotta tune up here. Good. Good.
Before we start, this gentleman has to pick up something.
It's just like you're on the sidewalk. You got somebody walking by. Stop, let them go, and you keep talking. Action.
Are you all packed up?
Yeah, but you know my train doesn't arrive for another couple hours. I can cancel if you want.
No. I just need to take this time to just clear out my head and just clear out everything. Just, oh God.
Yeah, I know it. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, couple of months.
Tell me about it. It's a beautiful night out, huh?
Yeah, it's such a beautiful night. What time is it?
1/2 lies, near to a quarter. 1/2 lies, near a quarter to reality fixing.
Huh?
My mother used to tell me that.
That's some deep stuff.
Yeah, you know, I didn't pay much mind to it until yesterday.
Oh, you talking about that stuff between your dad and your brother?
Mm-hmm, and some other things. You don't belong here.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's time for you to go. Look, it was fun while it lasted, but I know, no, I understand. And my mama, and what she said now. Now my reality is really starting to kick in. Look, I'm no better. I'm doing the exact same thing that drove my mother to her grave.
I don't want to be with them. I just want to be here with you. No worries about anything. No cares about life. Just here and now. Just with you. I just want to stay here with you. Just let me stay here with you, please. Tomorrow I'll go back to my boring life and my kid and everything else. I just want to be here with you. Okay? Just let me stay here, please.
And next month you'll be lying to your family about another excuse on why you can't be home. And then a new story, month after month, playing with people's hearts and not knowing what you're doing to your children mentally, and the emptiness you're feeding their soul with not fully being devoted to their growth. No. My heart can't dance to the beat of that anymore, Emery. I'm sorry.
Do you know how much I love you? Do you know how much I care about you?
Love your children. Reinvest all that love that you have aside from me into them, into being a father, and love yourself. Look, I don't know what has happened in your marriage, but she doesn't deserve the lies and betrayal.
I can't keep living a lie.
And I'm not saying live a lie. I'm saying just don't hide from yourself. Be truthfully and unapologetically you. And don't run from what God blessed you to have. Just be happy and be real with yourself, Emery. Be honest and love who you are, faults and praises.
Will you be here when I get back? When I figure myself out?
No.
Tyler, what you think?
I feel like there's a lot of too much moving. And when you come, don't come past this curve.
I'm not supposed to walk that way?
I mean,
I wanted you to walk, but I wanted you to walk that far. That way you can turn. You just block.
Ready?
And action.
Are you all packed up?
Yeah, but my train doesn't rest for a little while. I can cancel and stay here with you if you want.
No, I just need this time to just clear out everything. Oh God.
Yeah, I know. It has been a crazy couple of nights, couple of months.
Tell me about it. It's a beautiful night out, huh?
Yeah, it is a beautiful night out here. You know what time it is?
Half-assed lies near a quarter to reality fixing.
Huh?
Now you want to say huh, or would you say something else?
I would say, what does that supposed to mean?
Yeah, say. Huh? What does that mean?
Oh, baby.
Half-assed lies near a quarter to reality fixing.
Huh? What does that mean?
It's just something my mom used to say.
That's some pretty deep stuff.
Yeah, I know, and I didn't really pay much mind to it until yesterday.
Oh, you mean all that stuff with your brother and your dad?
And some other stuff. Look, you don't belong here.
What does that mean?
Look, I mean, it's time for you to go. Look, it was fun while it lasted, but I understand why my mama always said that. Now my reality is starting to kick in.
Dory. What? Dory.
Look, I'm no better. I'm doing the exact same thing that drove my mother to her grave.
I don't want to be with them. I just want to be here with you. Just living in the here and now. Just here with you.
Doing it again.
Come up here this way. There we go. Because I keep trying to turn towards you. I don't want to be with them. I just want to be here with you. Just living this beautiful life and loving each other. And just here and now, please. Listen, tomorrow I'll go back to my boring life and my pregnant wife and my kids. But that's you then. Just let me stay here with you. Please.
All right, I like it, Mike, but I want you to do it again. Pace yourself. I don't want to be with them. Breathe. I want to be here with you. Breathe. Just here and now. Tomorrow, I go back to my born life and my pregnant wife. When you say that, like you reflect, I go back to my pregnant wife. Da-da-da-da-da. Look that way. Walk. Pace. Utilize this whole area. Because right now, he's walking you to the bus. You came in on a train, right?
Right.
He's walking you to the train station. So you're walking. You'll have a roller luggage thing with you. So you can have the luggage there and you can walk back and forth talking to him.
Okay.
Pace it out. Beg him. And when he pulls you, no, pull away. You're not falling for it this time. So say that part.
Just,
Pick up from there. I don't want to be with them.
I don't want to be with them. I just want to be here with you. Just here and now. No worries about anything. Just me and you. Just loving life and enjoying each other. Just here. Please.
You're not pulling away and you're not pacing.
Oh.
You're not pulling away, you're not pacing.
Okay.
I don't want to be with them. Breathe. I want to be here with you. You get what you saw that space? Like that. And when he grabs you, Carrington, pull away. No.
Okay.
I'm not falling for that shit.
Okay.
Pick it up from there.
I don't want to be with them. I just want to be here with you. Just loving life, each other, just enjoying each other, no worries. Just want to be with you. Please, listen. Tomorrow, I'll go back to my reality, my boring life, and my pregnant wife, and my tired job. But until then, please, just let me stay here with you, please.
And next month you'll come back lying to your family about another excuse on why you can't be home. And then a new story, month after month, playing with people's hearts and not knowing what you're doing to your children mentally and the emptiness you're feeding their soul with you not being fully devoted to their growth. No. My heart can't dance to that dance anymore, Emery. Look, I'm sorry.
Karen, good job. Stay right there. Don't move. That line, let me see, please. There's a lot of shit. Okay.
It is a lot.
And tomorrow, okay. And next month you'll come back lying to your family about another excuse why you can't be home. Then a new story after new story month after month with playing with feeding their soul, not being fully devoted to them.
You want to start from
That part.
that whole thing that I said?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be here with them. I want to be with you. We're going to pick it back up from there.
Okay.
So it jumps back into that.
I don't want to be with them. I just want to be here with you. And you know, worries about
Bring it up.
and no worries about anything. Just here, living life, and enjoying each other, and just being with each other here. Please, listen. Tomorrow I will go back to my boring life, my pregnant wife, and my tired job, and I'll go back to all that. But just please, just let me stay here. I need this. Please.
Yeah, next month you'll come back lying to your family about another excuse why you can't be home. Then a new story, month after month, playing with people's hearts. No. My heart can't dance to the tune of that anymore, Emery. Look, I'm sorry.
Do you know how much I love you?
More.
More?
Yeah. And when you was getting mad when you say, "Do you know how much I love you?" You could walk that way and turn around. You want to curse?
Who?
Do you want to curse?
Do I want to curse?
Yes.
I like to curse.
You want to curse?
Okay, yeah, I will curse.
Then you curse. If you feel like motherfucker, you know how much I love you.
Okay.
You know what the fuck you doing to me? You breaking my heart, bitch. I'll be waiting at the door. And be there when you get there.
Look, well, right on.
Every way. Yeah, like, dude, do you understand what you're doing to me? So when he says that, I'm sorry, and that other line, you walk over there and then you explode. Like, do you know? Because then it'll give him a reason to respond. Love your children. Because that's the main thing what he's trying to get you to understand. Put that love into your children. So pick it up from, I don't want to be.
Which one? I didn't hear you.
Pick it up. This is already released.
From his last line?
Oh, what was your last line?
No, my heart can't dance to that tune anymore, Emery. I'm sorry.
I like where we started from you, but I want you to go. This is very deep, so it's gotta be. And I promise I'll try not to stop that.
But I don't want to be with them. I just want to be here with you. Just no worry. Just enjoying life and enjoying each other with no worries about anything. Just here, please. Corey, please. Look, tomorrow I'll go back to my boring life and my pregnant wife and my tired job, and I'll go back to all of that. But until then, just let me stay here. I need this, please. Just
And and next month you'll come back lying to your family about another excuse on why you can't be home. Then a new story, month after month, playing with people's hearts. No. My heart cannot dance to that tune anymore, Emery. Look, I'm sorry.
Do you know how much I love you, dude? Do you know how much I care about you?
Love your children. Reinvest all that love that you put aside for me into them. Be a father to them. And love yourself.
Period, bitch. Yes.
I don't know what has happened in your marriage, but she doesn't deserve the lies and betrayal.
No, she don't.
I can't keep living this lie.
I'm
though.
not
Then
saying
stop
to
lying,
live a
motherfucker.
lie. I'm saying just don't hide from yourself. Be truthfully and unapologetically you. And don't run from what God has blessed you to have. Just be real, Emery. Be the real you. Be honest and love who you are, faults and praises.
Are you gonna be here when I get back? When I
Let it sink in first, bro. Let it sink in first. Cause you leaving. Be all love you unapologetic, all da 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 da. And you just look at him and start to walk off, and then you stop and turn. Dory. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Let it sink in. That was good. I started yelling all that stuff, just thinking about what they're gonna say in the crowd. So if they saying it,
That's why I kept going.
yeah, no, I'm just saying if they saying it,
That would be me.
let them get across first.
Okay.
Da da da, and da da da, and then somebody, cause you know how it is.
Yeah.
You know how it
Speak,
is.
boo! Yeah, all that.
Speak. I hear that. I know that's right, Carrington.
Yeah.
Yes, bitch. You know.
Yes.
Yes, bitch.
Yeah.
But yeah, we good, Joe. Great job. Great job.